Hi, this is Brittany with Hygge Healer, and today I'm going to interview my dear friend Kurt Froman, who is a professional dancer, coach, and choreographer, about partnering both in dance and in real life. Hi, Kurt. Could you please tell us a little bit about you and your background as a dancer, coach, and choreographer?
Hi, my name's Kurt Froman. I was a professional ballet dancer with New York City Ballet. Ended up having a very full career on Broadway too. I ended up doing 4 Broadway shows. My first one, I played the lead in the Broadway show Moving Out. Billy Joel music and Twyla Tharp choreography. American in Paris was my last Broadway show, and I was the resident choreographer of Billy Elliot, the musical, both the national tour of it as well as the Broadway production.
I'd love to hear more about the parallels between partnering in dance and in real life.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the parallels with having a healthy relationship in real life and how that compares to dance partnership. I think there's certain things that ring true for both. There's a lot of trust involved. Both dancers and partners have to feel like they're working at 100% capacity. Each is 100%. Even, the notion is like 50-50 equals a whole partnership, but it really isn't that. You have to be doing all of your choreography as if, you have to sustain it by yourself. And the other person is there to kind of build on that. If there's an injury, if there's a weakness, it's up to the partner to kind of accommodate that and kind of fill in the cracks so that it's flawless and successful. And I think it kind of rings true for relationships in life. If there's hardships or if we have peaks and valleys, I think that we go through. When you're low, you need the partner to kind of elevate you and sustain you and be there to kind of fall into their arms. I think in a dance partnership, the man is really there to make the woman, or a man, there's pas de deux with 2 men as well, but you're there to make your partner beyond 100%. You're trying to make them achieve something that they couldn't achieve on their own. You're there to celebrate each other. You're there to elevate each other to a life that's beyond what you would have really if it was just you. Oftentimes when you see ballet partners, they can either be very similar in their physiques or temperament, or they can be absolute opposites. And that's very true for successful marriages or partnerships.
How do you clearly communicate on stage and off stage?
I think sometimes in the rehearsal studio, when it's a partner that you don't know, there can be a lot of just kind of trying to figure out each other's needs as well as each other's personalities. Sometimes you get along really well with your partner where you feel like you can communicate very easily, like, oh, this kind of doesn't feel good to my back. Can you change your grip? Can you do this? Can you lift a little sooner? Can you use your plie more? These are all things that you would say to your partner. And I think being a good communicator in a relationship is what keeps it going, what keeps you on the same page. I think sometimes you both have this similar tangent in your life. And if you're not constantly communicating that you're moving and growing the same amount, there can be this tangent that the other one, through no fault of their own, kind of just goes into.
So true. Healthy relationships require that intention, attention, alignment, and nurturing through clear, consistent communication.
I recently got married, and we are very different. He's an estimator for a construction company, detail-oriented and disciplined in that way. I think I always kind of feel a little bit the artist who's kind of disheveled or emotional one way or the other. We have a wonderful relationship. I never said to myself, that I had to be with an artist, I had to be with a dancer. I was just open to whatever life kind of presented me with. Whoever I fell in love with was who I fell in love with. Oftentimes it makes it a little bit easier when it's with another dancer because, you have a shorthand with discussing things, or the business, how it works, and you don't have to explain a lot of things to each other. But there can also be a lot of uncertainty, mutual uncertainty uncertainty career-wise. And I think it's been kind of a relief to be with someone who's not a dancer because they neutralize me in a way.
There's a polarity between you that creates stability.
And, it's about creating something loving and beautiful together. And that's what kind of, I think, makes our marriage really special.
Well, thank you so much. It was so great to talk to you today about partnering on stage and off stage.